Caramba, carregou rápido. Olha, já tô online, que milagre é esse? Pronto. Me ajeitei rapidão hoje.
Trouble with your gear, or the same for you, dear?
Jujubinha. Ela aí, meu Deus, coisa maravilhosa. Muito maravilhosa. Os filhos de Ouroboros. É bom esse negócio, pena que eu não tenho nada, ó. Tanga manchada, credo. Vou fazer esse ardor reluzente, ó.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Tanga
Anything
mandape,
else?
tanga manchada. Isso aqui tá fechado. Deixa eu ver o que a mulher tem pra vender aqui, a véia. E aí, véia? O que você tem de bom? Isso aqui eu nunca compro nada. Eu não sei. Tanga manchada. Não pra poção não, porque eu compro, daqui a pouco eu tô ganhando. Último elixir. Ó, quando eu morro, ó, eu renasço. Pô, mas esse jogo não é difícil. Então, fica meio estranho, né? Tu gastar um dinheirão num elixir pra recuperar a vida, sendo que é. Vou ter até mais blichos aqui para caçar. Esse aqui que ninguém sabe onde tá, ó. B-A-S. Outro, ó. Sambrek, um dragão atroz. 30 mil, caraca. O 10 de paus. Depois eu vou atrás desses bichos. Falta quanto pra eu subir de... Falta 25,75. Aí aqui as missõezinhas secundárias do mundo. República da Almec, tem logo 3, ó. Deixa eu ir lá, velho. Ah, não dá pra viajar nesse momento, não. Então vou falar com o Otto aqui.
Otto, how fares the realm? The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit. And Gav? He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though. Do you have any good news? Well, that depends on your definition of good. All right, fine. What do you suggest we do? Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask. I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us, Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting.
Cara,
The reports I've
quanto
received are considerably more blunt in their
conversa.
appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Bom, pelo menos tá continuando, né? Quer dizer, o
Defending
pessoal
a
já tá
farmhouse
parando de
against a
usar os
band of pocketbook thieves
cristais
is one thing, but
porque
pitchforks
eles
and
estão perdendo
palisades will
poder.
do little to stall an army's advance.
E
Should the King of
agora?
Waloed deign to invade,
O
there would
povo
be none to
vai
stop him.
voltar. Se revoltar. Estão revoltados. Veja pessoas revoltadas.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started boiling. Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
O velho que sabe. Deixa eu falar com esse
I
velho
was
que é pra
wondering when next you'd visit.
ganhar
I don't
aqueles
believe you've
nivelzinho
read
que eu não
this
sei pra que
particular
serve.
chapter before.
Acho que eu vou ganhar um monte de nível, que foi um tempão, ó. Ah lá, tem um
This
troféuzinho.
I believe you will find most interesting.
Olho do Draco.
What subject shall we consider today?
Ó lá, dá pra saber aqui os personagens, ó. E pelo visto falta poucos conhecer. A maioria já foi, ó. Falta 1. Falta 4. Falta 10. Falta 16. Caramba, ainda falta 16 personagens. Mistérios do Reino. O Bestiário. Ou Última. Pô, eu não consigo ver os modelos, não. Bom,
Did you
enfim,
learn
vai.
everything you needed?
Tá bom. Essa mulher, ela faz o que mesmo?
What will it be today? How may I help
Situação
you
do
today?
reino.
I have the details here.
Até agora eu não entendi qual é a finalidade disso. Bom, isso aqui se interligaram agora.
Study it well, Clive. The state of the
Sei
realm
lá.
is ever changing, Clive.
Clive, we have a problem. Only one. That will be a first. It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can. Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Ajude o repouso de Marta, o rincão e ajude Dalimil. Dalimil! Eu queria morar nesse lugar. Deve ser maior animação. Dalimil! Deixa eu fazer essas missões secundárias. É bom que eu vou pular os blá 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 inteiro. Ah, tem blá 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 suficiente na missão principal. Cadê? Tem um ali, ó.
Do you have any fresh water?
Dalimil!
Now I just need to see about getting the word.
Ó, vou pegar e fazer assim, ó. Aceito.
Sounds simple enough.
Tem que fofocar por aí, contar um monte de coisa pra todo mundo. Chá com Miglos. Por que que ele não conta? Isso aí só Deus sabe.
Need some porter when we're left to go.
Já pego outro aqui, ó. Ião. Aceito.
Any idea where his son?
Ião. Tem um maluco ali, ó.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
É, perguntar sobre o mercenário. Pô, mano. Nham. Ah, depois eu vou pra lá, vou pra cá primeiro.
Pardon me, but would you have...
Bom. Oferecer a ele o uso de seus braços formidáveis, tá bom. Braços formidáveis.
I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
A mulher pedindo as comidinhas. Pô, tá ruim a situação aqui, hein? Acho que foi porque destruiu os cristais, agora todo mundo tem que fazer as coisas do modo natural. Aí o bagulho tá ficando louco. Nham.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please.
You've raised the price.
Hold on.
Pronto.
I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Do you have any fresh water?
Fecha o altar. Só quero meu dinheiro. Muito obrigado. Um a menos. Não me interessa os conversas secundárias, não me interessam.
Who needs a portal?
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road. When are they gonna let us through?
O nome do cara é Jaquim. Sei que é Jacan.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Barulho engraçado. O cara morrendo. Parece que engasgado.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir.
Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Quero meu dinheiro.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Não dá. É, pois é. Credo. Não quero lutar. Refugiere. Não quero saber refugiado. Quero a missão. Me transformei. Aí eu tô aqui, ó. Pô, tem que derrotar esse bicho mesmo, é? Acho que sim. Pera aí.
Too slow.
Tá carregando. Filha da mãe. Dá um socão nele aqui, ó. Pra ficar esperto. Quero dar um golpe brabo aqui. Arrebenta, arrebenta. Ah, tá carregando um, tá carregando um. Carregou um. Carrega dois, carrega dois. Carregou dois. Carrega três, três. Quatro, quatro. Pei. Não precisava de tudo isso não, mas tá bom. Tá bom já. Caraca, eu não entendi nada desse golpe ainda. É um golpe bom, só que tem que ficar de olho pra não ser acertado. Senão eu perco a oportunidade da Mega Flama. Nem precisava ter matado ela.
Joseph's thieves really look their stolen wares all the way out here.
Espada antiga? Meu merda essa espada. Vamos lá. Vai ter inimigos?
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
Tô carregando, é que demora pra carregar esse negócio. Caraca. Eu não gostei muito desse golpe aí não, sinceramente. 2 horas pra carregar. Tocar por de fogo.
Stop.
Ué, é amiguinho dele.
Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph. So the boy.
Ah, tá bom, vai, dane-se. Não gostei desse golpinho. Gosto mais da boa e velha Fênix mesmo. Boa e velha Fênix. Vi não, pequena. Vai ter spin-off pra eles enrolarem ainda mais a lançar a série.
Not. All right then. Who's first? Stay down. Stay down.
Eu vi o trailer do Invencível lá. Só tristeza. Eu vejo o trailer e fico triste. Caraca, tem que ir mais pra frente ainda agora. Deixa eu ver o Chocobo aqui então. Não, não sei, tu viu o trailer de Invencível? Só tem um, eu acho. Poxa, não é aqui não, né? Caraca, eu tô burro. Ali, ó. Ah, é? Então eu vi agora. Vi esses dias aí. Vira, meu filho. Eita, chocou. Os caras são enrolados, enrolão.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. Not good.
Toma. Olhou? Eu não sabia se tu já tinha visto não. Tome. Eu pensei que tinha visto já. É um trailer que no final mostra o nome dos dubladores, como se a gente quisesse saber. Mas aí por causa disso a gente fica sabendo que o Omni-Man vai aparecer novamente. Isso é bom ou ruim? Sei. Não quero saber de conversa secundária. É bom que aqui eu já completo a outra, cadê? Aí, aqui ó. É o Glinder, ah tá. Demora muito, eu nem me animo. Aí eles lançam a temporada toda uma vez só. A pessoa assiste em 2 dias e agora fica mais uns 2, 3 anos esperando. Tá bom? Pra mim não tá bom não. Pra mim tá ruim. E eles enchendo o bolso, ó. Haha, que alegria. Vai lançar agora os personagens. O Capitão Pátria vai lançar em 2 jogos. Vai lançar no Mortal Kombat 1, porque eles estão refazendo um, né? E vai lançar no Call of Duty, o de tiro lá, o que eu jogava. Capitão Pátria. Aí pronto, eles já vão ganhar a grana vendendo essa skin. Porque tem muito trouxa que paga. Se o Caio tava falando que queria, tava com vontade de comprar. Meu Deus.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh.
Deixa
no.
real.
She went to the garrison to ask what they were
Se
planning on
chegar
doing
assim nos
about
Estados
all
Unidos
this.
falando desse jeito, será que eles vão me respeitar? Xirrea. Eles não vão me dar R$ 1, vão me dar só fama. Tá bom, né? Fazer o quê? Consigo vir por aqui? Consigo.
We could leave.
E agora, como é que fica nossas viagens? Com Jujuba. Devendo até as calcinhas. Alguém me fale. Alguém entre aí no chat e me diga. Me responda.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are
Falei
my
como é
charges,
que
and that is my duty.
fica as viagens com
In case
Jujuba
you have
devendo
forgotten, the people of this town
até
are
as
your
calcinhas.
charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers.
Apesar que é
So
pouquinho,
you
né?
have a choice.
Aliás, não é não
Come
aquele que tu
forward
falou.
and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
É não. É dinheiro que não acaba mais.
This here? So we have.
Caramba, mas também, hein?
What we have left is our
A pessoa
lives.
pega
You really want us to lose them as well?
um empréstimo e
Not if we don't
esquece.
have to.
É,
Look,
esqueci. Vou
there's a
fingir que eu não
cask
tenho
under
pra
the
eles
captain's
esquecerem e não
bunk.
cobrar.
Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word
Eu
with them.
queria que fosse assim.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the
Where the
survivors speak
kid
of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
Don't leave
They're
me.
still in the
It's all right. Give me your...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
That thing, it took off the captain's head.
Mor. E onde é Mor? É longe para caramba.
Or we could even draw his steel.
Tinha uma saída por ali? Eu acho que tinha, sim.
You're safe now.
Mor. Chamar um chocobo.
Ready, go?
Agora só ia.
Yeah!
Os prados reais. Acho que por causa da destruição dos cristais, tudo tá meio sem cor agora.
Clive,
O quê?
I see them. With me.
should I prime?
Mais!
Save your strength.
Filha da mãe! Mais! Toma! Tome.
Enough.
Quis gastar minha poção, não. Não quis gastar a minha poção.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Isabel. Isabel. Cara, mamãe, eu vou de carrinho para o trabalho. Porque depois eu vou na consulta lá. Ainda bem que eu tinha anotado no papel, eu achei. Mas aí mandaram uma mensagem no WhatsApp perguntando.
The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts for now.
Acho que Jujuba nem tá aí.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Sei que ela foi na padoca.
It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
That's better.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first. finished.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
A Jujuba aí de volta. Com o cara da academia. Aqui tu quer começar aí, é? Cara da academia. Da academia. Podia ser uma academia chamada Dadá, né? Enfim, é o que tu quer ir.
You took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did
Abriu
Wade and his
nova,
men
mas é
arrive?
pertinho aí.
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some
Aqui
people
no
that lost their homes.
Itapema, uma outra.
They were making ready to leave.
Aqui
just
Sente
as the
vai
skies
abrir uma
turned,
Smart
and we
Fit.
agreed it was best
Só que é
we
meio
stuck
longe de
together.
casa. A gente passou na frente e eu nem te mostrei, me esqueci.
The scouting party's almost
Era
finished.
onde era o dia.
A pack of Akashic snapping
Tinha o
at their
mercado
heels.
dia, agora vai ser
And they
Smart
got
Fit.
wounded with them. They're not gonna make it.
Pô, o bom é que é do lado de um condomínio
We'll worry about them, Martha.
onde eu tinha uma prima que morava. Agora ela mora em Ilha Bela. É, isso é legal, né, pessoal? Academia do lado do condomínio. Tu pode ir, se for 24 horas então, pode ir madrugadona. Eu também quero voltar. Aí pergunta o que eu tô esperando. Eu também não sei. Eu quero ao mesmo tempo que eu não quero. Smart Fit, que chique. É, mas dizem que Smart Fit só é o nome mesmo. Tem um monte de regra. Apesar que eu não treinava gritando, né? Mas
I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what
só que eu não vou não, porque eu acho que vai lotar.
Oscar. Sir,
Espero que lote mesmo, porque aí é que eu ia, fica mais vazia.
Lord Rosfield.
Gap.
You aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Glúteos,
Martha
abdômen
seemed to think you might
e
need some help.
pernas.
And by the looks of it,
Olha,
We thought we could sneak by them.
eu pensei que era a marca de roupa, Gap, não é?
How could we have?
Não, mas eu não vou pra Smart Fit não. Eu vou lá pra Eidos mesmo que eu ia. A Eidos é do Charles do Bronx, sabe, o lutador? Quer dizer, eu não sei se é dele, ele deve ter uma
we
parceria.
can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's
Always.
do our duty.
Vai cacete! É agora! Morra! Morreu. Elia quer treinar apenas na cintura para baixo. Mas é bom, pequena, vai mesmo. Que ele vai ficar ativa. Caramba,
Is anyone hurt?
acordei
I don't think
5 da
so.
manhã com vontade de
And yet again you've
correr
pulled
no
me
meio
from
da
the
rua.
flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
Essa vontade vai te dar.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second
Magrona.
Feel like finishing
O
the
povo
job.
vai até dizer, caramba, eu acho que Jujuba tá
Jill and I
utilizando
will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the
entorpecentes.
injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
O meu sonho é poder levantar a Elia. Este é o meu sonho.
Mad dogs.
Caramba!
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Ela não me conta o peso dela, que se eu soubesse eu ia na academia e começava a treinar até chegar no peso.
Just patch me up as quick as...
Eita! Do nada.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
É isso que eu quero orar. Tô errando tudo aqui. Tô vendo nada. Achou como os caras estão usando pra me matar, rapaz. O cachorro tá lutando lá sozinho. É isso mesmo.
Something's coming.
Mais treta.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
A filha da mãe. Tome aí. Pô, quase consegui 50.000.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
Fale
How many of your
comigo.
men were injured?
É o nome do filme.
Damn sight less than if you hadn't turned
Que
up.
o Jetro aqui tá perguntando se é o melhor filme de terror do ano.
But as long as the
Aí
skies
tu vai
remain dark,
assistir.
I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Ué. É mais um personagem, é? Entendi. Ele vai ser meu escudeiro. Ah.
I will not let you down, Lord Rosfield. You or my uncle.
De repente seja em algum outro momento, né? Ixi, rapaz.
Fucking thieving bastards.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Caraca. Ainda tô falando mal dos marcados.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed.
Dali
Although you're
mil.
a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
Do
What
you
happens
hear
when they
me?
come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing
Victor.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side.
Lubor.
And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Dalimel. Dalimil.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Man. Lá vamos nós.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalam's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy...
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
No women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Stay down!
They mean to overwhelm us.
Stay down!
Porra.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Os caras estavam na porta da cidade.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
Dalimil!
You saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Ai sim.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Falar com o Otto.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Opa. Pegar aqui a doação.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Donate.
Here you are.
Agora só em 1550.
All done?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Thank you, Otto. Ué, aquele maluco tá vivo?
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred.
afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs.
Quem
He'll stop
levou ele?
nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should
Table. The books on the table.
You don't think I told him the
Eles vão lá
exact
buscar.
same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who is to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Thank you, brother. Uma nova carta foi entregue nos aposentos de Clive. A composição do grupo mudou. Agora, como é que tá meu grupo? Eu não sei. Vou fazer secundárias, porque eu sou deste jeito. Só que eu também sou do jeito que pula as secundárias e dane-se.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly.
E dane-se. Deixa eu comprar aqui uns Beery Knights que eu tô sem.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be
Tá
here.
bom já.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
É aqui mesmo que eu quero ir. Aqui dá pra pegar umas missões. Pedido moderno. Pedido. Esqueci de apertar, peraí. Pronto.
Rutherford, where would he be?
Tem que ajudar o maluco. Ajuda o maluco que tá doente! Só isso. Deixa eu ver aqui as coisas novas que eu ganhei. Muro das Lamentações, não, Muro das Memórias. Se eu pegar todos, isso aqui acontece uma coisa muito boa. Nem sei como é que pega. Só durante a história, né? Fazer olho por olho.
Is everything all right?
Quero fazer todas as missões possíveis.
Don't worry.
Imagináveis. Quero ler todas? Não. Só quero fazer.
Lady Karen.
Not me.
Acho que é uma missão, umas conversa besta. Ainda bem que eu não tô nem lendo. Dá-lhe 1000!
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Perhaps of
Dá-lhe 1000! Dá-lhe 1000. Puta merda, pior que aqui ainda tem um negócio. Lá na PQP. Vamos lá, né? E apareceu mais caça ainda. Crianças.
What do you reckon we should do?
Crianças que vocês vão pra merda. Nada contra, mas...
These round parts.
I do, but these aren't.
What are the... Well spot.
Caramba, ensina a eles a
This is called the arm.
usar uma balança.
You've written... Oh, good thing.
Brincadeira, né?
This time.
I have. She puts them.
That's right.
Oh, not me.
So, then...
Vou pular bem. Completei uma. Claro. Que não. Tem que falar com a mulher na biblioteca agora. Aproveitar e falar com esse bicho aqui, peraí. Ver quais são as novidades aqui das caças. Tem esse aqui, ó. C, mas é sul de Tabor, da UMEC. Isso parece ser fácil. Completei, amém? Amém. Então não vai terminar nunca. Não, pequena, mas eu estou fazendo agora que eu vi a mensagenzinha da Elia, eu acho, né? Cadê a Elia com suas mensagenzinhas? Ué. Pô, o jogo não vai deixar eu ir para outro lugar não, é? Ah, não. Tá bom, né? Fazer o quê? É, fazendo as missõezinhas. mais. Ela até sumiu, ela falou, se revoltada e se mandou. Não posso viajar para outros lugares, não. Deixa eu viajar aí, ô jogo. É pedir demais? Agora eu posso. Pô, e o pior é que tem uma missão aqui também, ó. Vamos aqui. Estou fazendo missõezinhas. Onde está minha missão?
Bandits maybe no.
Será que eu peguei o caminho errado?
Shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strap.
Could be I know something.
Tá, merda, é uma volta do carro, não. Missõezinhas e nada mais.
Safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Pulei, dane-se. Amiguinhos para brincar.
Now, we could pretend this didn't happen.
Quem foi que carregou ele? Foi tu, né, filha da mãe? Toma aí. Só quero completar missões. Apenas isso. Meu Deus, não acaba nunca. Aí. Aí o caramba. Próximo. Arrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr Tem que entrar ali. Cadê Rutherford? Rutherford.
Fate seemed bent on driving me from my inn.
Faz aqui?
I have to try hard.
Cadê Rutherford? Tá lá em cima? Aqui.
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter.
Não sei que é uma voz conhecida. Talvez seja, mas não reconheci. Agora tem que ir pra Dalimi. Dalimi! Acabei de vir de lá. Brincadeira, né?
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy.
Tá meio longe, hein?
The gentlemen of the town guard.
Corre!
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Mais cacete. Ó, tá aí. Só um tirinho de fogo. Vral! Vale 1000. Tá, pega agora lá, PQP, ó. Ah, pequenininha aí, meu Deus, como maravilhosa. Tô fazendo as missões pequenas, tô tentando fazer do modo mais rápido possível. Estou conseguindo? Não
Between here and
muito.
the capital, Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Ela aí, toda fofinha. E eu estou pulando vários blá blá blás intermináveis.
They just couldn't resist, could
Olha
they?
o tamanho do bicho ali. Metendo seus cacetes.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Fui obrigado a ser chato. Morreu. Ainda levei uns cacete. Era pra ter levado, não era. Tenho fé e esperança que vou terminar.
Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Deixa eu ver aqui, tem missões pra ali, ó. Ah, vou ter que atravessar a cidade inteira pra ir naquele local. Ai, ai. Bem devagarzinho, eu vou. Porque ele não corre dentro da cidade. Não corre full speed.
There were ghosts at the gate not days ago.
You needn't fret.
Deixa eu ver. Se eu for retão aqui, eu chego onde eu quero. Chego. Aproveitar. Arrebentar 2 ali, ó. Obtenha capuz da Santa e o Wyvern do Osso Azul. Tem que matar um Wyvern. O Wyvern é o dragãozinho.
To the meadows then.
Chamar o diabo do Chocobo. Ó, o Wyvern já tá lá, ó.
Faster!
Fasta! Nível 33, ó.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
Tome. Isso aí foi rápido.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Isso é aquelas florzinhas ali, ó. E mesmo.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect him.
Pronto. Agora vamos. Tem aqui ainda, ó. Repouso de Marta. Ô Marta. Ela pelo menos carrega meio rápido, né? Acabou. Menos um. Super flamejante. Aqui já foi. Agora temos que voltar para Quá. Para a cadeia.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Tome. Já pulei, dane-se. Tá aí, tá pulado, ó. Comeu comida. E agora vai aqui. Não quero saber, não quero saber, não tem interesse, zero interesse em saber. Opa! Avancei, avancei. Avancei mais um. 38. É muita melodia. Eu já tô com fama suficiente pra ganhar um nível, olha a bagulhinha. Tonan. O cara tá dizendo que tem mais missões. Aonde, meu querido? Sou mestre em fazer missões. Dalméquia. Ah, é onde eu ainda não fui, né?
Think you can help?
Acho que eu vou caçar alguém aqui, vai, pra terminar a live. Cadê aquele cara que tava facinho? Nível C. Sul de Tabor da Alméquia. Ah, mas eu ainda não fui pra Sul de Tabor. Aqui, ó. Eu ainda não fui pra Tabor. Tem outro não? Tem um mais dificilzinho. Cadê o mais difícil aí? Dane-se. O mais difícil que eu sei onde tá é esse. Costa Calada, em Rosária. É, eu vou ficar calado na costa de Rosária. Costa Calada, onde é isso? Aqui, ó. Acho que vou pegar daqui. Vou subir. São parece 3 malucos. 3 malucos. Chama Chocobo.
Let's go.
Vamos ver, eu tenho que subir. Só acelerar, acelerar brabo aqui, ó. Qual o nível desses bichos? 33, ó, tudo subiu de nível. Então, acho que é o momento de eu começar a dar porrada nos bichos. É isso. Só ir reto que eu chego lá. É eles lá, eles lá. São 4. São 3. Estão vendo 4 aonde, só Deus sabe. Nossa, ai, como vocês são fortes. Ai, ai, ai. Ai, toma, vai. Eita, pega! É. Esse golpe eu não tava preparado pra ele não. Ainda apertei o botão, mas foi tarde demais. Ah, malditos. Vou lá rapidão. Já vi.
You deserve a rest.
Levanta! É agora. Aí sim.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Comprar umas poçõezinhas. Ah, bom. Então, outro dia eu continuo, pessoalzinho. Beijo, Jujuba. Beijo, Jujubinha. Ah. Deixa eu usar meus negócios ali. Sozinho. Tem 3.000 pontos. Até amanhã. Lindita demais. Que menininha demais. Por quê? E ela sendo ela. Beijucas. Preciso de mais barra de aprimorada. Dominada. Deixa eu salvar. Prontinho.